with CoinMD, and in this video I wanted to talk to you a little bit about our goal setting session that we're going to be doing on Saturday and give some of you all a jump start to be able to start working on it. And Saturday will be an interactive session. We will be taking questions and really giving people guidance to set their goals. And this is a really easy exercise, okay? You have to use your imagination a little bit. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but we are going to break it into kind of a method that I want you to break it down and see what it's going to take for you to reach the goals that you want. The reality is, if you've never set goals, you've probably never achieved any. Okay, so they say to be able to hit a target, you got to know where the target is first. And so the important thing about putting your goals down, and the most successful people in the world write their goals every year. And I don't know why you would say, well, I don't need to, but I would encourage you, if you haven't done it, to do it. And if you have done your goals and they haven't worked out for you, this technique actually may help uncover some reasons why. Okay, and so we're breaking our goals down into 3 steps. First, we're going to create a dream statement, and that dream statement, I want you to pretend, like today I'm making this video, it's 12/28/2017. I want you to pretend it's 12/28/2018. And I want you to go into the future, and I want you to write a letter. You know how people write their holiday letter about everything that happened in their family? I want you to write a letter like that. But I want you to make up all the stuff that happened that you want to happen. All right? And you can see in my letter, so today's December 26, 2018. It's when I wrote it. Wow, what a great year it's been. Massive growth with CoinMD, the crypto markets in general. I visited over 20 countries, spoke to 100,000 people. My son got accepted to Annapolis, and we went to I-Day. It was awesome. My youngest son, my daughter went to college for the first time. My youngest son, won a 2A football championship. We went to the boat show. Laura finally got her to retire from physical therapy. She got a personal trainer, lost 20 pounds. We both just traveled everywhere this year. She helped me with the events. And CoinMD's exploded to 50 countries, 250,000 members. We had 6 incredible events this year. We have over 1,000 members making 100K. So I just go through it, and I'm kind of making up my future. Okay, I'm making it up. Now, once I've made it up, I got to figure out what it's going to take to actually make it happen. Now you can see there's a lot of goals in here. There's a lot of numbers. And goals are things that you need to quantify. So you can just put numbers if you want to in the stream statement, but remember, they got to coincide with your goals, and then your goals have to coincide with your tasks. Okay, so you'll realize maybe some of your numbers aren't maybe realistic, and you maybe need to change them in your dream statement after you do the goals and the task exercise. All right. And so I put it down here, and I wrote my dream statement out. Some general thoughts about 2018. I really got deep into it. I just said, today is December 26, 2018. Let's write down my year in review letter. What happened? What did I make happen? What was I blessed with? And so I think it's very important that you can see I wrote it in 12/26/2017. I realized it in 12/26/2018. And so, and like it says, I'm inspired and ready for the 2019 goal setting session, which we're actually doing, this coming Saturday. But next year it's going to be on the 29th. So I'm already thinking ahead that I'm already there. I'm already doing it. And, one of the things in Miracle, the E is envision it and own your world. And so I've just envisioned everything that's going to happen in 2018. It's going to be, I could have gone into a lot more detail, but you only need 1 page. I mean, you want to cover your personal life, your spouse life, your kids' lives, your business life, maybe some things about your health or extracurricular activities you did, or things that you wanted to do this year, whatever. And so that's the dream statement. Now you can see that I broke it down, and I did the tasks that I did after I did my goals. So first I wrote down my goals. I will lose 40 pounds and regain my physical strength. And so it's got do my cardio 20 minutes a day. I've been doing it for 25, taking my core greens and my supplements every day. And I'm probably going to subscribe to a mail order plan like Isogenics or something like that. I would also probably put here my goal is to lose basically 3 pounds per month. And so I need to break that down into tasks of what I need to do to reduce my calorie intake by about 10,000 calories a month or burn it off. So if I'm burning 200 calories 20 minutes a day, well, that's 200. That's 200 times 7. That's 1,400 a week. So let's just round it to 6,000 or 5,000 a month. Well, that means I got to cut out of my diet the other 5,000, and that will help me get to the 3,000 or the 3 pounds per week, which is about 10,000 calories per month. I got to cut out of my system. All right. So that's accountability. Those are real numbers that'll actually work. And so, and I did buy an elliptical machine because the treadmill's a little tough on my hip, and I got to get this weight off, until my hip starts feeling better. All right. And so I'll read 25 books a year. That means I'm going to pre-buy my 5 books every quarter, so when I go on trips, I don't have to order one or download an ebook right before I'm taking off. So I'll have books sitting on my desk that I can just grab and I can go. I'll watch a 15-minute video every day from sites like TED Talks, or I'll watch a cryptocurrency video, or I'll watch a motivational video. You see them all the time on Facebook. People, I watched a Winklevoss twins interview today where I got some really good education. I'm going to watch it 2 or 3 times actually because they said some really great things. I'll create a $20 million cryptocurrency portfolio, and I've already got a jump start on most people. But the idea is I want to position myself to really take the portfolio that I have this year and grow it, times 5 and watch it just explode in 2019 and 20. I'll be putting 50% of my earnings. I will not buy any big ticket items. It's funny. I had in my goals that I was going to buy a 1976 Corvette convertible Stingray because it's a car that I've just always wanted. And after reading that goal, it kind of coincided. They kind of conflicted because that would be a big ticket item, and that $35,000 or $30,000 that I would spend on a car could cost me $3 million in cryptocurrency. So I've decided to put that goal off. I actually deleted it off this. I was at 15 goals, and there was 3 of them that just didn't really resonate, with what I was doing. Like, I wanted to take 4 sailing trips this year. I'm starting to think, well, maybe I'll only get a chance to do 2. But even if I don't take them this year, that's okay. I'm going to take 1 at the end of this year and maybe 1 more before my son goes off to the Naval Academy. But I've got them in here, where we can sail the Caribbean, Mediterranean, New Zealand, and Thailand. And I'm interested in getting my captain's license this year, or starting working towards. I won't get it this year, but it'll take a couple years to get. But as you can see, and I'm going to keep this video at 10 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up here very quickly. But you can see I actually broke down the goal, and then these are tasks, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to go, and in fact, I'll send it out with the email that I'm sending this with, but I want you to look up the definition of dream, I want you to look up the definition of goal, and I want you to look up the definition of task. Okay. Another tip. You say, Tom, I can't. It would take me a year to type all this stuff. Folks, you can go to Fiverr, Fiverr.com, and you can have somebody type all this up for you for a few bucks a page. They'll type it up for you. Okay. So I've got my 12 goals. They coincide with my dream statement. I got to go back and look at them and make sure everything is in attunement and alignment with what's in my dream statement. And then I've broken out tasks for each one, just things I got to do. And some of these I have to refine because they're not really tasks. I could tighten them down a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do, folks, is when I'm done, this will get laminated, my dream statement. On the back side, I'm going to cut out pictures of a lot of this stuff. So like pictures of my son playing football, getting my captain's license, pictures of New Zealand, Thailand. Potentially I'll put a picture there of a Corvette convertible because if it's an exceptional year, I might just go buy one. I anticipate it will be, and based on my dream statement, it's going to be, and I'm going to go create it and make that happen. Maybe a picture of my wife, working with a personal trainer or whatever. Just things I want to cut out pictures, and I'm going to laminate them on the back side of my dream statement. And then I'm going to laminate my goals. Of course, that's going to need 2 pages, so I'll laminate one side, with that. And then these will be they'll be basically laminated and put in my shower, and I'll make an extra set to travel with me. I'll keep an extra set in the car, so I'll probably get 3 or 4 sets of these laminated, so I always have my goals with me. They're on me at all times. They'll be in my briefcase, they'll be in both of my cars, they'll be in, in my bathroom, in my shower. And it's great, folks, because when you're sitting in the shower, you can sit there and you can read them, while the hot water's pouring over you and you're just kind of relaxing. Close your eyes and visualize some of this great information, some of your goals, and it's really an amazing exercise. And so this is out of all the goal setting sessions, I like the idea of writing the future. Writing, you're the author of your own book. You are the author of this chapter of 2018. So go ahead and write it and let people know what's going to happen. And then each one of the goals is quantified. There's a number: 25, 40, 20, 4, 250,000. Buy a bank and create a non-captive insurance company. Those are big goals right there. Create a cryptocurrency exchange, become one of the top 50. Again, and there's a number there. So goals have a number or a date. There's some type of quantification there. 8 successful events. Well, that doesn't coincide with what I put. I did 6 in my goals. So my dream statement, I think I'm going to jump that up to 8. I think I had 6. So I'm going to put 8 here. Remember, it's got to be in alignment with your goals and your dream statement. So make sure your numbers match up. That's very, very important. And so, folks, take your best stab at this, okay? And even if you have to dictate it, if you're not a good typer and you can just kind of say it into an iPhone or a recorder on your phone, and then send it to somebody. You can go to rev.com, rev.com, and for $1 a minute, they'll type it up for you. Folks, I mean, some of you make $30 an hour. It's cheaper for you to send this off to somebody and have somebody else type it up for you, and they'll format it for you and lay it out the way you want. So those are just some tips. Saturday, we're going to go through this in detail. I'm going to spend a solid 30 minutes talking about this, and definitely be taking some questions if you have questions about your goals. Okay. Now, I'm a big believer that if you have the capacity to think, you might as well think big. Okay, I'd rather hit 50% of these goals than not hit them at all. I'd rather hit 25% of my goals. I'd be fine with that. 5 million in income versus 20 million, or 250,000 in income versus $1 million, a $5 million portfolio versus 20 million. Hey, I'm fine with that. Okay, but I'm going to think big because I have the capacity to do that. And I will tell you this, that we're on a very, very important journey, and part of the miracle strategy is, of course, being a conscious creator. To be a conscious creator, if you're going to go out on a journey, you got to know what your manifest is. You got to know what your inventory is. You got to know who's on your boat, who's going to be working with you to help this. And I know that Steve and Catherine and Bridget and Janet and Kevin and Jeff and everybody, Solchana, all the people that are on our team are going to help make this happen. Aaron, Kenneth, Ricardo, they are all, when I put I is all of us. I know that I've got to have these people in place to make all of this a reality. I can't do this on my own. So L is leverage time, technology, and talent. Remember, miracle. You need mentors in your life. I'm mentoring you on goal setting right now. I've mentored you on cryptocurrency. You got to have inner awareness, folks. You got to be reading those books. You got to put down all that garbage. You got to put down all that fake stuff, and you got to turn off the news, and you got to start getting inner awareness. That's I of miracle. R is re-engage your purpose. You got to get enthusiasm, and enthusiasm is God within. What is your purpose? What are you going to do with this money if you make it? If I gave you $5 million today and you didn't have to work, what would you go do? Re-engage your purpose. A is attitude determines your magnitude. Folks, stay plugged into the positive. Stay away from the negative. Block it out of your life. If you have a negative spouse, just block it out. If you have negative family members, just block them out. Folks, it's more important that you become successful than their negative influence has a hold on you. It's more important that you go out and create positivity in your life rather than letting negativity hold you back. So re-engage your purpose. Attitude determines your magnitude. Have a powerful attitude. The only way you do that is by surrounding yourself with awesome people. A stands for awesome. Surround yourself with awesome people. You'll have an awesome attitude that has powerful magnitude. Okay? C, you got to create consciously. That's what goal setting's all about. You got to know what you're you really got to have everything in order, okay? So make sure you're creating consciously. Leverage time, technology, and talent. Leverage our webinars. Leverage me. Leverage the timing of blockchain technology and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And then finally, E is envision it and own your world. That's what this dream statement is all about, folks. Make up your world and then go create it. You have the power of creation in you. You have the power to create miracles. Every single one of you have the ability to become wealthy in 2018 to 2020, but you've got to apply yourself. You got to apply this miracle formula, and you got to get your goals in writing. This is Tom with CoinMD. I hope you enjoyed this training. See you on Saturday.